listen, it is a good morning too. Good morning, you guys. Hey, I wanted to remind you all our subscribers here at the Juice Radio and Talk Show, all of our new followers, we wanted to let you know that tonight is our church news night. We're going to have a conversation tonight. It's going to be a really informative, important conversation. Good morning. Yes, I'm still in bed, but before I got my busy day started, I wanted to go live and remind you all to join us tonight at 7:30 p.m. Join us tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because we're going to be discussing a lot of things going on in the world today, okay? Let me just go over here and pull up and remind you all of what's going on tonight here at the Juice Radio and Talk Show. We have a lot to cover. So tonight we're going to be having conversations on our church news segment. You guys know Thursday is one of our biggest nights here on the Juice Radio and Talk Show. And tonight's topics are so important, you guys. One, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about pastors' past indiscretions. Is this the year of warning for the leaders? And as the warning goes forth for the leaders, you all know that that's also a sign for the members and those who follow Christ and all others to also get themselves together. So tonight we're going to be talking about this. Now, you guys know this has been going on. Pastors' indiscretions, pastors being arrested, accusations being thrown out about pastors. Some of those things have been true. We've been talking about lawsuits that have been going on, about people talking about other pastors saying things, pastors have done and so forth. And as I thought about this yesterday, thank you, Holy Spirit. As I thought about this yesterday, I said this. I said, God, when you start getting the leaders in order, that's a real sign that you're going to make mention, or not make mention, but you're going to bring awareness to the members that, hey, I'm going to start at the top. But as I'm starting at the top, I'm also going to get you all members in check also. So when you see leaders being attacked like this, leaders, things that they've done in their past, their closets being cleaned out, when you see this happening, this is a direct sign that God say, I'm starting up here, but I'm going to come to all of you down here as well. So don't look at these leaders and be like, oh, that's what you get. That's what you get. Look at it as a warning sign. God, let me get myself together. Let me get myself together. Tonight, we're going to be discussing that with the team. Bishop Miller will be here. Pastor Lorenzo is going to be here. We're going to have this whole conversation tonight. Now, another part, we got 3 segments we're doing tonight. We're doing pastors' past indiscretions, and we're also going to be talking about the Just Hilarious situation. Now, the Just Hilarious situation, you guys know, I am going to be talking about that from a business standpoint. I know a lot of people are on Just Hilarious right now because she's thinking that London came in and took her job. Well, I got a lot to say about that, and I'm going to give you my standpoint on that from the business perspective. Now, the panel's going to have their own standpoint as well, because y'all know what we do here on the Juice Radio and Talk Show. We're not robots, so I don't direct my panelists to say anything or whatever. They have their own minds and their own opinions. But we're going to have a discussion about this whole thing. I think maybe Just Hilarious walked away from something that she should have stayed seated at. Sometimes pride will get you in a position where you give up your position to somebody else. We can't let pride run us. So we'll be talking about that tonight as well. And then the third thing we're going to be talking about tonight is the eraser of history. Now, we know that the new president that's in office has a lot that's going on. And part of what I am seeing that he's doing, and I'll bring the facts with that tonight, is his administration is really trying to erase history. There's a lot of history right now that is being erased or altered. And that we need to really pay attention to. I know a lot of preachers and pastors are out here talking about Target and talking about how they're going to get rid of Target and how they're going after Target for the DEI stuff. But really, you guys, We need to focus on the real important matters. Now, target issue has a matter and it's a meaningful matter. However, sometimes what the enemy and what this new administration wants to do, it wants to get our thoughts to get off of the real important things. It wants to, thank you, Holy Spirit, it wants to distract us. So it puts little things in place to try and distract us, like this Target things, Amazon, and stuff like that. It wants to distract us. But you guys, what's important is we got to pay attention to the stuff that they're trying to hide from us. And part of that is this administration job at erasing real history. And a lot of it is Black American true history that's trying to be erased from our websites, from web sources, and also women in power and the work that women did in this country. They're trying to erase that from social media platforms, and the LGBTQIA plus community and the work that some of them did. Listen, this administration is trying to erase history, but we're going to be discussing this tonight because guess what? They're not the first ones that have tried to erase history. No, they're not the first ones. We're going to be discussing all of that tonight right here on the Juice Radio and Talk Show. So y'all be here tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be a real important message, okay? So you guys make sure that y'all are here. You make sure that you come in loving and kind. Make sure that you are in tune to what we're going to be talking about because it's going to be important. Yes, it's going to be a very, very, very important message. So I'm going to go ahead and get up, get dressed, get ready for the day. Tonight, be here tonight at 7:30. Click the notification bell on my YouTube channel, the Juice Radio and Talk Show, the same one that you're on right now. And very important, I have to let you know, if you're not a subscriber of my channel, then when you want to make comments on tonight, now I left the subscriber button open for this video, but tonight, because this message is very deep and important, if you're not a subscriber, you won't be able to comment. Okay, the comment section will be closed for the first, I think, 15 minutes of tonight. So if you want to be able to comment, you will need to become a subscriber of the channel. And the reason why I had to start doing that is because sometimes when we have examples and stories and stuff like this that we want to cover, we get things like bots that are called these internet bots, or we get people who are just coming in to trying to be disruptive in the comment section. They're not meant here to help us, to educate. They're meant to try and distract and take away. So in order for me to control the chat area, I do have to put the comment section on subscriber only. I'm not doing that to be hateful, you guys. Trust me, I'm not. Because I do love hearing everyone's opinion. But that is the only way that I can block out some of the negative commenters, okay? I have to be able to do that to make sure that I am making sure that I hear everyone that wants to say something. And it's no it's not really controlling a narrative. It's just making sure that we have clean conversations. Okay, that's all it is. We're just making sure that we have clean conversations. There can be people, if they want to subscribe and make a comment, they can go in there and make a comment. And then if they get off and they want to unsubscribe, they can. That's fine. We're okay with that because it's not all about the numbers over here. But we do want to make sure that the comment section make sure that it's good. Yes, we do have some mods that do that. They do try and take that and control that area. Quinn Styles, thank you for that as well. But sometimes it gets a little hectic when we have big stories like this that we're covering. So the moderators will still be in there for certain things as well, okay? And I try and be nice. I try not to put it on there for the whole time. Like I said, I'll put it maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes at the most. But we'll try and do that. And I hate that I have to do that as a platform because you guys know when I started this platform, I really love hearing everybody. But when it gets to a point where people come in and they're being very hateful and just very taking away from the narrative. And like I said, I like to hear both sides. So if someone disagrees with what we're talking about, I'm okay with that. I welcome that. That's called real conversations. But when someone comes in and starts saying stuff that does not even line up with what we're talking about, just trying to get a laugh or a giggle or take focus off of what we're talking about, that is when I have to control the comment area, because we have to keep the conversation what the conversation is. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank y'all so very much for being here. I appreciate all of you. I see all of y'all in there. Hey, Sean Talks. Thank you for being there. I appreciate all of that as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to see you all tonight. We're going to make sure, let me hide this. See, we got them coming in today. Thank you so much. I see another moderator took care of that one. Thank you. All right. All right. Thank y'all so very much. So we're going to see y'all tonight at 7:30 p.m. Click that notification bell, click that subscribe button, and let's get into these conversations. All right. See y'all tonight. Be safe, loving, and kind out there. Love one another. But while you're out there loving everybody else, remember to love yourself. And let's get on here tonight and get some knowledge. Okay. I'll see y'all later. Be safe out there, you guys. Bye.